Today I want to talk all about my Disney Parks wish list, and no, that does not include the knockoff Amazon Alexa that Disney just released. That, might I say, tells some horrible jokes.
Tell me a joke.
What do you put in a monster's pen? Monsters Inc.
No, in today's video, I want to give my wish list for Disneyland next year in 2023. But before you get into that, make sure you're subscribed with those bell notifications down below in the description so you never miss a video like the one that you're watching right now. Leave this video a like at the end if you enjoyed it, and as always, all of our social media can be found down below in the description. I apologize in advance for the glare in my glasses, as I currently suck at doing my lighting, even though I've been doing YouTube for so many years. But with that being said, I got my handy dandy notebook right here, and I'm going to talk all about the things that I wish to happen / start construction in 2023 at Disneyland California. We're kicking it off with one that obviously all of us are wondering about. Some of us are happy about it, some of us are upset about it. Regardless, it's gonna happen most likely, and that of course is Splash Mountain. The Princess and the Frog takeover was announced back in 2020, and since then we've been getting little sneak peeks here and there at the research that they did to create this brand new attraction, what's gonna go into it, what we can expect from it, a few concept art here and there, but other than that, we haven't heard any news. Now, we did actually have the actress who played Tiana in the film kind of leak when they're going to be opening up that attraction, and she said 2024, and there are plans for 2024 to be the year that Princess and the Frog finally opens up. However, you got to imagine if they don't start construction by sometime next year, then I don't think that 2024 time frame is going to be happening. So I really want to see them in 2023. Number one, announce the closing date for Splash Mountain, and number two, see some visible construction on the transition from Splash Mountain to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which is what the name is called. I just got to get used to it because it's not been put out there as much since we haven't heard any news about it. The next one I want to talk about is one that was announced at the D23 Expo, and that's something going in Disney's California Adventure. Well, Pacific Wharf actually won't be Pacific Wharf no more, or could it be pushed a little bit further? And that, of course, is the San Francisco reimagination for the Pacific Wharf section of California Adventure. San Francisco will actually have the theme of Big Hero 6 in there. It will be a Baymax meet and greet. There will be tons of fun, tons of different theming and everything in there. And from the concept art, it looks really promising. This is actually one that some people were like, I'm not too sure about it. I like Pacific Wharf. But honestly, it seems like California Adventure is just going solely IP based, and that's kind of been the trend over the years. It's taken away from that California Adventure theme. So why not? Give me San Francisco and just give me a complete name change at this point. So then we can say here in California that we have the only successful Disney Studios park in the world. No hate to Hollywood Studios. I love that park. It's just not the greatest. I really want to see San Francisco be debuted next year. I want to see them start construction and finish it next year. However, I feel like this is one of those projects that they'll keep putting off until they have the money or the budget to do it, because it's not as huge of a project and it's not something that has a big demand right now, so they can kind of just shelf it until it starts to get talked about a little bit more. Now, of course, all of my things on this list and everything that I'm saying in this video definitely could change now that Bob Iger has once again taken over and Mr. Chepik is out. I know Twitter was going crazy, quite literally, but you know, we'll just see if Iger being in charge changes anything. Next up is one that I feel a lot of Disney locals and Disney fans have forgotten about, and that of course is the Downtown Disney reimagination. As you notice, there's lots of reimaginations on this list, but this one in specific was promised to start construction in the beginning of last year, in which it did, and now it's just completely flat. There's nothing that we have seen other than that flat cleared out ground where the former AMC Theaters was at and the second Starbucks to Downtown Disney. Now, I am all for Din Tai Fung, I'm all for Portos, all coming to Downtown Disney in the near future, but the question is, how come they started it so quickly, destroyed everything so quickly, and now for months it's just sitting completely flat? There's not even a whole lot of foundation work going on with that plot of land. And there could be some behind the scenes issues that none of us know about. However, I do think that Downtown Disney District has been shelved as well, because they have a plan to do a phase reimagination, and that phase reimagination will continue throughout the rest of the Downtown Disney District. You see already with Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen, it's received its new paint and it's starting to slowly receive its new look. And of course, there's big questions on whether or not Tortilla Joe's will be there still, Splitsville, will get the axe, or whether that will just get completely rethemed. But this is going to be a whole complete phase thing, so you got to imagine, why wouldn't they start to do something with the land that they already have cleared. So that's why in 2023, I would like to see them complete that phase of the Downtown Disney reimagination and then work their way over to the former Rainforest Cafe and ESPN zone to kind of make Downtown Disney a little bit lively again. Obviously, they're moving very, very fast on what's up north, which is the DVC tower of the Disneyland Hotel, which is a good thing. However, I feel like they should be pushing stuff faster that is more general public can access. Just a quick little honorable mention here, since Iger has taken over and it seems like they're slowly starting to phase out Genie Plus. Now, I don't want to I'll say knock on wood right here, because it seems like with the different price changes and whatnot, maybe Disney's doing some research like, was Genie Plus a smart idea? And maybe they're seeing that it wasn't a smart idea. I would like to see it get the axe in 2023. I hate Genie Plus. I hate Lightning Lane. That's something I'm very, very passionate about. I think that was such a dumb move on Disney to bring, in my opinion. Yes, it's in the same in any theme park where you pay to skip the line. But in this case scenario, there are so many Lightning Lane selections and they don't cap Genie Plus at all, to where when you're actually paying to skip the line, you're really waiting about the same time as you would in standby. So I could understand the defense of people saying, well, it's just like any theme park. You pay a premium price to get a premium experience. However, it's not a premium experience anymore. You're literally, like I said, just waiting the same amount of time as the general public would, who are paying nothing other than to get into the park. All right, more construction that I wish to be started, and something that I think will happen because I think that it will be a huge hit, is the Avengers e-ticket attraction, the Quinjet ride. We don't know what that is, but we did get confirmation at D23 that there would be another attraction added to Avengers Campus. Now, I don't think that they would talk about that at the D23 Expo, unless just to get people to be quiet about it. I don't think they'd even mention that if they didn't have some plans to start construction very, very soon. So I'd like to see some land, or at least some form of construction started for the brand new Quinjet ride that's set to debut at some time and some point in some year at Avengers Campus, whether that be 2024 or 2025. It seems like with the scale of the attraction and them deeming it as an e-ticket attraction, it seems like it's going to be something that takes multiple years, not just a quick turnaround to build. But once that opens up, this will be the third ride added to Avengers Campus, with Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout and Web Slingers A Spider-Man Adventure. So there'll definitely be a lot more to do in Avengers Campus on top of everything there already is to do right now. Alright, last but not least is something that I don't really think that we'll get any news about in 2023, but I think it's worth mentioning because all of us were absolutely ecstatic when stuff like this released. And that, of course, is Disneyland Forward. What exactly is Disneyland Forward? Well, it's basically their blue sky projections on what could be coming to Disneyland. What could be an expansion look like? What could a third gate look like? This was Disneyland Forward, and a lot of the website shows, you know, they have plans for it. The actual local police department confirmed that Disneyland Forward's happening. What exactly will be happening with it? Will it be an expansion to Disneyland? Will it be an expansion to California Adventure? Or will it be a third gate? I'd like to know some more information in regards to that, because it's a big thing right now that we've known for about almost 2 years, and there's no plans for it. And like I said, it is blue skied right now, like everything in the D23 Expo panel was for Walt Disney World. So it's one of those things that, hey, this could happen, but we're not necessarily saying it will happen. They're just kind of showing us a concept art, and I think that's what a big thing is with Disneyland Forward. It could happen, but it may not happen. I would like to hear at least some news in regards to that in 2023. Maybe even some leak that gets out of someone saying, oh, it's happening. Or you know, Elisa Stella, who's great at looking at permits, she pulls up a permit that says, oh, look, Disneyland's planning to do construction for Disneyland Forward. Just something like that, some little tidbit of information that we can get in regards to that. It'd make me excited. I just want to hear something in regards to that for 2023. And I know this wish list is a little bit big and it's a lot to ask for, but with the new leadership, you gotta expect changes are coming, and hopefully all those changes are good changes. But if there's anything that I miss as far as wish list goes, as far as notable stuff, let me know down below in the comments section. I want to know what you guys think. What's your personal wish list for Disneyland next year in 2023? Let us know down below. But as for today's video, my name is Scott, and you've been watching Exploring Attractions. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.